Punt football for the love of the game.
Hello guys, hello, welcome. Some of you be thinking I just came out from IOC's live. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Ghana Football Review. This is our AFCON daily show. I said I should do it. So I won't what's it called? Mix it with the next with our show tomorrow on our AFCON daily show. So I'm coming. So guys, welcome. It's going to be very brief today. Already actually what I won't say out of time, but there's no enough time to do a lot of things. But I will do justice to what I'm meant to talk about. So guys, just share the video and let me actually know where you're getting from. So I will do it quickly so that guys, share the video and like the video. Share the video, like the video. Let us know. Let people know that you actually yeah. So guys, thank you guys for joining. So I'm going to be very fast. So I didn't announce I'm going to be coming live, but I just got gingered, motivated when I went on IoT's live reaction. So if you accept you are some of you are here because you know that Nigeria actually beat Tunisia 3-2 to actually qualify for the round of 16. So and what a good victory, and I was actually impressed with what I saw, probably the first 70 minutes, and well done to the boys. Now we have now qualified for the round of 16. So this will be the only we have only missed out on the round of 16, qualified from the group stage only once. That was in Libya in 1982. Okay, let me just say since 1976, 76, 78, 80, 82, 84. It's only 82 that will fail to qualify from the group stage. 84, 88, 90, 92 we have been qualifying from group stage. So, and we're going to mark our register too based on this that we've actually qualified. So, shout out to the boys, they did well. So let me just go to my observation quickly about the game and give you guys time to talk to, then we'll wrap it up. Then I will talk about the other games today, then we'll wrap it up. Talk about the games tomorrow too before we wrap it up. So let me just tell you my thoughts quickly before I bring people on. So see, this is actually how the coach set up today, but is if you see Frank Onyeka is slightly above Wilfred Ndidi in the formation. So then Lookman is just ahead of Frank and Alex Iwobi. Then Victor Osimhen and Akko Adams actually up front. Look at this Amo. Look at what Amo they drop. Big boy Amo. Thank you. So let me just take this super chat quickly so I won't forget. James Obuji, thank you. Remember I told you that the playoff is the best thing to happen to them. If they listen to the manager, we might get to the semi-final. So you said it, James Obuji. And Amo just sent this thing. Okay, thank you, Amo. That's my guy, Amo. So I might still call him tonight when I'm done. So Nwabalingo is the lowest ranked player. He got 5.9. 5.9 ratings. Osai Samuel is second lowest to 6.2. Samuel Ajayi is 6.6. But let me just explain. I'm going to start from Nwabali. See, going to this AFCON, we knew that Stanley is probably not 100% fit. No, I'm just joking, Amo. But Amo, thank you for the super chat. Thank you. I'm just joking. I'm just trying to tease you. Thank you for the super chat. And Stanley Nwabali going to this AFCON probably actually would got a knock, and we knew that it's not fit. And looking at other options, the coach to try to look at other options, and I think something happened between Udinese and the NFF with Eric Shell. It's a triangle thing. So Maduka was left out. So I told you about that. Other options too is a goalkeeper from the championship. It's not as if it's not ready yet. It's got everything ready, but because this is his first season in championship, he just got a first, he just been a first choice, He can't come now, but it's going to be available next year. So we have to stick to Mabale. He's the best of the bunch, in camp. Today, it was not tested. In fact, in the first half, he was just picking up balls and everything. It wasn't tested. So it's not as if that it wasn't protected, very well. He didn't really do well today. Most of the time that he was called up on, he looks actually was shaky. And if we play against the team that analyzed every detail, of our game very well, they will know that Stanley Wabali is a weak link, in that team. He used to be our main guy, not in the last AFCON, but things have really actually was changed. Maybe probably he's injured. Even during the World Cup qualifier, it wasn't fantastic in the World Cup qualifier. It wasn't communicating properly. It wasn't, since the last AFCON, I know that a lot of things actually what happened to him in the personal life. Can you share that could actually would be a reason? And I just hope that I can actually get back. But for me, his performance is the rating is justified. He didn't do well. And secondly, too, he had this moment in the game that after the referee blew, he went straight at the attacker to slazing. That was a red card offense. That was a red card offense. Red card offense. Why did you do that? That was a red card offense. But he was lucky that the referee already blew that it was a free kick. That's the reason why it was actually what punished. So for me, another bad game from him. I hope that he can improve. I suggest that the coach should test the goalkeeper in the third game. As a right back, besides Samuel, first half decent game. Constantly Frank Onyeka on the right hand side really actually what helped him very well in that first half. So he looked like if it was solid. He did well. But for me too, there was a time that the Tunisian number 2, I forgot his name, he dribbled Osai Samuel so easily. I was like, come on, you have to challenge this guy. Let the guy know you are there. He dribbled him easily. I was wondering. That's why when I came on Unbody's live during halftime, I told them that I'm scared of this Onyemaechi and Osai Samuel. So rightly so. For me, the penalty wasn't a penalty, because the ball struck his head, and they might use what's it called? Jersey line. If the ball struck you on the jersey line, I think it's not a penalty. So I think the referee think that maybe probably he wanted to correct that Wabali. I don't know what happened to him. Sometimes this referee get under pressure. The referee in this tournament has been very poor. I have to be honest with you. Both VR and referee, they're very poor. Maybe it got to him and he blew the penalty. For me, I think it wasn't a penalty. And secondly, too, when he was under pressure, when they brought in Chidera Ejuke to replace Frank Onyeka, Ejuke was useless in that game. He wasn't tracking back. He was dribbling unnecessarily. He was holding onto the ball. It was bad. And I was so disappointed that you had a chance. You are fresh. You cannot run. It was useless. It was even considered corner kick. It was everywhere. They were just passing him easily. For me, I think he didn't actually work. He didn't cover himself in glory. He didn't do well. So Osai Samuel, first half was good. Second half, average. 6.2 is not a bad score for him. Semi Ajayi, good. But the issue is that he's the oldest player. He is the oldest player in that defense line. He's meant to be the leader, of that team. But what was going on in his head? Semi Ajayi went to slide tackle in the midfield. The guy that he tackled, Annabelle, the guy was going nowhere. He went to tackle, and from that moment that he tackled that guy, the game changed. Because it was on the yellow card, he couldn't move closer to the players again. The game changed. See, this guy, there was a Nigerian coach before in the past, Bonfrey Joe. The moment you slide tackle in his training, you are in trouble. It will take you out. I don't know why this guy cannot just try and stay on their feet. The guy is going nowhere. unnecessary yellow card. He was going to do a slight tackle. That's the reason why he's playing championship. That's the reason why he's playing championship. Because some of these guys, you can't give what you don't have. And he's a weak link in this team. He's a weak link in this team. He is a weak link in this team, but he's the best of the bunch. Because the guy that came here after, Chigozie was him. It's no idea how better. So why did you go and unnecessarily look and go to the ground? For what? Is it rush of blood? Is it too much excitement because you are training up? What? Is it thinking? And if they want to make one wrong pass from the defense line, it's a mere Ajayi that will pass it, that wrong pass. So Kevin Bassey, as usual, the best player in the defense line, he made his presence felt. It was so crucial in tackles. There was a time that there was a through ball that beat Ajayi. Was it Ajayi and somebody? Kevin Bassey came back, recovered, took the ball away from Tunisian attacker, and it was decent. It was decent. It's probably one of the Nigerian best player in this AFCON. So Bruno Imeshi also, like Osayi Samuel, decent first half. Second half, they realized that they put a lot of pressure on him, and when they brought in Simon to help him in that area too, Simon too wasn't helping. So there was too much pressure on him. But I think he did slightly better than Osayi Samuel, and also better than Zaidu Sanusi, because Onyemaechi can combine. His own problem is just defensively. He's not really defensively aware and things like that. He can combine with players moving forward, try and initiate attack and things like that. 1-2 ball. He can do all those things. Better crosses than Zaidu. But the issue with him is just to position defensively. That's his issue. But he did well today, even better than Osayi Samuel. In the midfield, for me, I think Wilfred again, played on the game of his life today. I think he was decent, and he was Frank Onyeka to play alongside Wilfred Ndidi really actually helped Wilfred, because the energy that Frank brings to that team, the movement and everything really actually help Wilfred. At least the load not too plenty. So I don't think the Tunisians were expecting only Wilfred in that area, but I think bringing in Frank there was the game changer for Eric Shell, and he really actually helped that team. Alex Iwobi, as usual, things and everything, though he didn't have any assists today, if I'm not actually mistaken. So, but I think everything actually also came through him. You can see exactly the way he was trying to pass the ball, dictate the pace and everything. So, Lookman too, undoubtedly the star of the show. The first time he came to the wings, he crossed the ball to Victor Osimhen, and Victor Osimhen actually scored a very beautiful header. So, but Victor too, I'm going to come to Victor later. In fact, I don't know anything about Lookman. Lookman is, for me, I'm going to agree with my very good friend, Positive Vibes. Guys, go and follow her. I know I like her submission, Positive Vibes. Lookman is the best player in this AFCON. For me, I don't think there's anybody that's come close to what Lookman is doing. In fact, if you know a better player than Lookman this AFCON, please come and tell me. I don't think there's a better player than Lookman currently now, in this AFCON. So Victor Osimhen will be Victor Osimhen. I know that he missed the first opportunity that he would have scored to a very good cross from Akko Adams, but Victor will always find his way. Though I wasn't happy when he went to go and pick this needless yellow card. I wasn't celebrating his goal, but I just think that Victor Osimhen will be Victor Osimhen. He will always do well and get his goal, and he got his goal, and he also assisted. He actually assisted Adebayo Lookman to actually to score a very beautiful goal too. That should be one of the goals of the tournament. So Akko Adams is like now the natural partner of Victor Osimhen. They have tried Victor Osimhen with different partnership. They tried Victor Osimhen with Boniface before. They have tried Victor Osimhen with Tolo Kodare. They have tried Victor Osimhen with who else again? Tolo Kodare. Who else again? They tried Victor Osimhen with. They tried Victor Osimhen with like different partners. Even Adebayo Lookman up front, but I think it's like Akko Adams seems to be like a natural partner for Victor Osimhen now, and he's doing everything. Though he has not scored any of his goal, or no, actually, thank you. He has not scored any goal in this tournament. But for me, I think the goals will come. Let's get into what come very soon. Boniface, thank you. Sport Ghana, Boniface, thank you. So, and let me just go to the subs quickly. Let me go to the subs quickly. The subs are they're very sort of useless. So I would like to Gerard UK, horrible player. He did everything that he could do bad today. He did everything I could do bad today. He wasn't tracking back, he wasn't helping back to say somewhere. He put that boy in trouble when he got the chance to score Nigeria fourth goal. He saw Victor Osimhen free, he couldn't pass to Victor Osimhen. Everything that he had to do wrong today here, he did it wrong. So I don't know how he got 6.5. Everything that he meant to do wrong, he did it wrong. Like when I was saying that this guy cannot, it's not. You see, if he cannot play in that left area, forget it. And Simon cannot play in that left area. That's the problem. He cannot play in the right area. But you Simon to the same thing, like the same kettle, that is same. Yeah, all two of them are same, the same thing. He wasn't tracking back. He looked uninterested. Maybe probably he's upset that he didn't start. He wasn't tracking back. He was like a passenger, different to the player that we saw play against Benin Republic in New York since that game. You know, like a passenger. I don't know what happened. Maybe I don't know. It was just like a passenger. Everything. Hawazim too. You have to come and play only 5 minutes. You could the 5 minutes, they shake in that 5 minutes too. So for me, I just think that the subs we have, that the problem, that the really problem of this team. Honestly, that the problem of this team. So, and I think that that's why some people here, they know the coach, they are working with the coach. They know exactly that the coach is worried too. That after the first 11, maybe the first 12, 13 players, there's nobody again to bring up, honestly. So let's just try and take some super chat quickly. I want to be very fast. It's already almost 1 p.m. 1 a.m. in the UK here. So okay, I've got this one. Thank you, Amo. Really appreciate you, Amo. Thank you. And Frank Tank got injured. I think, yeah, I guess he got a knock in that game. So Wally Emery said that Mwabali is actually highly suspect for a bad injury, reduced mobility and explosiveness. So inability to handle the ball cleanly are common signs of hidden injury. As to rest next game, that is grip again. I think the guy requires surgery. He's just pretending he requires surgery. I mean, I think Wabali knew that this one be his final AFCON. His final AFCON, honestly. Except will Wabali be Nigerian first choice in Kenya, Tanzania, and Uganda? I doubt that. I doubt it. So thank you, Amo, too. Especially thank you, Amo. Don't give me thank you, Amo. Thank you, Amo. And also Yarima, they said that Atlanta also caused what our World Cup problem. Yeah, I also agree with that because they are fighting problem with what's it called with Lukman. Actually, what affected Lukman's form too. So I don't like that the combination of Osimhen and Adams reminds me of between the year and America 2013. Yes, America 2013, and yeah, actually work well. So so for me, I think I'm actually I'm pleased with it. I just hope that probably they can actually continue to improve. So let me talk about the coach. See, there's the truth here. 70 something minutes, the coach got it wrong. But I think if I want to try and think about what the coach was trying to do, the coach actually brought in those two wingers to help them. But the issue is that those guys did not help. So if I want to blame the coach now, who do you think the coach have brought on to help that defensive line? Those Bruno and Zai Samuel. There's nobody in that. There's nobody there. There's nobody. You cannot bring anybody on there. We cannot. I don't think they will have anybody on the bench. If we have, please remind me, that can help and can track back and help those guys. I don't think we have. I think the profiles we have too. Akinsomiro is a midfielder. He's in the middle. He's not a winger. Maybe he can probably bring what? Zaidu. But that means if he's bringing Rian Alebiosu and Zaidu Sanusi, that means he's trying to give up the attack to Tunisia. Because two of them are like a right back or probably what left back. So it's like what he's trying to actually what you are giving up everything to Tunisia. I don't think he's trying to consider. He's thinking that okay, I can still actually what score. So sometimes I like to blame him too, but I just think that for 70 minutes, if you got everything right, I just say at the end of the day too. The reason why Tunisia did not equalize is that they changed to five at the back. And towards the end of the game, the five at the back that they changed to were passing between themselves. They controlled the game. And that was the reason why we did not actually we didn't give we didn't give out possession, and we did actually we did not actually concede that third goal. So pleased with the team. Now we've qualified for the second round, and let's see exactly who we will face. So, and now I've qualified, let's see who we will face. So I'm hearing people say, oh, I'm saying to Moroccan, say that we might probably face Nigeria in the semi-final. Win your game. Let Nigeria to win our game. So we'll see, maybe probably Nigeria will meet Morocco in the semi-finals. So, I just want to say something. I don't want to divert to say something slightly about the implication and what this one just reminds me. And he's a guy I follow a lot. He's from Cameroon. I follow him a lot. He's from Cameroon. So that from Pan-African perspective, he's from Cameroon. You say Nigeria is a side worthy of representing Africa at the World Cup. So they incarnate the physical essence of African football, and they have some of the best individual talents. It is such a shame that they blew up their chances under proper management on and off the pitch. They should be a side that can reach the last four of a World Cup. That was what this guy said. And I said, I'm going to actually share it to hear your thoughts. I agree with him. Actually, I agree with him. Under proper management, both on and off the pitch, I think these boys can do. Imagine you bringing out Lookman, bringing in Saka. we that is it. Bringing out Lookman, bringing in Saka. Okay, you said that you are bringing out what's it called? You are bringing out bringing out this thing, bringing yes. So it's just a shame. It's just a shame. It's just a shame that we find ourselves, probably in this one. This is one guy said that I'm not saying what I'm saying right. I don't put them to bed. You should go and sleep. If you are hyper here, I will put you to bed to go to bed. If you are hyper, I say that I don't know what I'm saying. If you are hyper, don't worry. I'll just go and I'll put you to bed. I don't have energy for all those things. If you say I don't know what I'm saying, come online, send requests. Don't be under this thing because I criticized UK or Simon Moses. I rightly so. What did you do today? If I'm not talking, send requests. Come and join me. Let's talk about it. Than for you to hide in there and be talking nonsense. So I'm going to bring people on very quickly. Then we're going to actually wrap it up because okay, let me just talk about the discourse for that. Let me talk about what happened today. Senegal beat Senegal drew 1-1 against Senegal drew 1-1 against DR Congo. For me, when I saw Senegal, Senegal is a good side, but they're also vulnerable. Honestly, they're also vulnerable. I saw them play. They also actually was vulnerable. I also saw Benin Republic beat Botswana, 1-0. And towards the end, just before our game, Nigeria actually was, Tanzania drew 1-1 with Uche Piazu's Uganda actually ended 1-1. So tomorrow, I think let me just talk about tomorrow's game quickly. Tomorrow, Gabon will face Gabon. The Panthers of Gabon will face the Mambas of Mozambique in the early kickoff. So both of them they lost their first game to Cameroon and Ivory Coast respectively. They'll be looking for ways to get back and actually be still be in contention to qualify from the group stage. So I think Aubameyang will be starting for Gabon because he came on in 30 something minutes. So I think maybe probably his feet now to start. So Sudan will face Equatorial Guinea. So both Sudan and Equatorial Guinea too lost their opening game. So Sudan lost to Sudan lost to Algeria 3-0, while Equatorial Guinea also lost to Burkina Faso in a dramatic manner, 2-1. So and the third game tomorrow will be Algeria against Burkina Faso. That's a cracker, and that's the game of the group. So both of them won their opening game, and Algeria and any win in fact, even a draw between the two sides tomorrow, they seal their qualification already. Why the last group, the last match for the day is going to be heavyweights, two African, so African heavyweights. Ivory Coast will play against Cameroon in a very tough clash. So we see exactly how that one actually pans out. So that is that. So both Cameroon and Ivory Coast actually won their game 1-0. Cameroon beat Gabon 1-0, while Ivory Coast beat the Mambas of Mozambique 1-0. So tomorrow is going to be very interesting, especially the game at 5:30 and also at 8 p.m. UK time. So let me just send a link quickly and bring people on, because today I want to be very fast so that I won't. I already come. I'm already late already. I don't want to postpone it tomorrow. Tomorrow I want to be recorded section tomorrow. So guys, keep super chat coming. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. So the link is already there now. So in my own opinion, so I think I will try and check, because this AFCON, I'm not lie to you, I wasn't no forward stream today. I wasn't interested that much in this AFCON, but because of what I saw today, I was slightly this team. So yeah, I also have Zizo was the first one to join IoT's live. I was watching in the background. Zizo was to join IoT's live, and Zizo is also the first person to join my live stream today. So I have Zizo here and Munachi are the first person. So I'm going to bring you guys on at once. So Munachi and Zizo, thank you for joining. So Zizo, your thoughts quickly.
Yeah.
You
Like
caused
you
trouble
said,
yesterday. Hope you won't cause trouble again today.
no. Like you said earlier that me, where I was watching the ball, I told them that AGK and the Moses is not a good sub.
Hmm.
That is what I told them. That they say no, AGK can dribble. I said at this stage, what this man need is maybe Akinsomiro and the maybe Awuziem to support these people, just to make them to as in to shield space, to cover space. That is what Nigeria needed at that time, at that 70 something minutes. They said, oh, Ejike and Rainbow, Moses. I said, these two people, they are not markers. They can mark. What
But
Nigeria need at this time
Simon
now.
used to mark before now.
Yeah?
Simon used to help when marking.
Before,
Yes.
I get them before it's not a property. Moses don't weak.
Yeah.
Moses cannot mark again. It's not a marker.
Hmm.
You understand? So he was terrible today. I was watching the match, I was panicking.
Hmm.
Especially that 3-2. I said no.
I know that they will. I know they will not equalize, but I was just upset that even if not because of that. Okay, I want to ask you a question. You said I think you said on IoT's live that it's a penalty. I disagree with you.
You know the reason why I said it's a penalty. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
if if you are in the box as a defender, once your two hands is like this, it's
Mm-hmm.
straightforward like this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if ball touch you, it doesn't matter whether you are holding your opponent. You understand? As long
Mm-hmm.
as your hand is not in the natural position and
Mm-hmm.
that ball touch you, assuming
What?
that ball touch, hold on, assuming that ball touch Tunisian hand,
Mm-hmm.
Tunisian player at that place, is going to be against that Tunisian player. I'm telling you, some people
No,
don't
no,
know.
no, boss. Where did the ball touch in his hand?
The ball touch here, it touch here,
Eh,
here,
there's something called the jersey
here.
line.
That no. The part of his body as a defender, Smith is that hand is not in a natural position. That's why the
Yes,
referee gave that penalty.
but
It's not in the natural position because he was trying to jump with the Tunisian guy. The Tunisian guy him, two of them they are out like this. I assuming that ball touch Tunisian person and Tunisian striker score that goal. VAR will disqualify that goal. I'm
mm,
telling you the truth. Uh, that hand is not supposed to be out as a
okay,
defender. It
okay,
doesn't
okay.
matter whether you are putting the two of you are holding each
Because
other.
of because of time. Let me ask you a question, Zizo. What do you think is wrong with Nwabali?
Now, but I don't know whether the guy is having score on his head. I think,
No, no, no.
I think
I
because because when he was on the floor, the way he was talking, as if he was
yeah,
talking to
yeah.
that
The way I
Tunisian
was
guy.
talking, that is not Nwabali. Oh. It was like, no, it's not. It's not him. Oh. It was like somebody that was arrested and pleading, "I'm not guilty. I'm not guilty." Like it wasn't him. Nwabali is a very crazy player. We like you cannot
No,
come near.
no. They need psychology for Wabale in that Morocco. They need to get him a psychology that will deal with his mind and the thoughts. He's having problem. That guy.
Maybe probably they should fly his wife and his kids also with him. Yes, maybe probably if it's around family, you can actually what help him to focus more.
But
But
Smith, to be honest with you, the game was all right.
mhm,
Everybody played well. The only problem I have is he Bright Osai? Bright Osai is another person. In that first half, that guy had space to to attack these Tunisian guys. I don't know
mhm.
whether maybe is the coach that told him not to overlap or not to take on
No,
Tunisia.
no,
He has
because
space. Always pass ball, back pass, back pass, back pass. Why?
no, because there is no winger in front of him. So there's I understand, I understand. But the issue is this. You have to know the first half was slightly what perfect. Well, we didn't just come on at one goal. For me, if we scored like two goals in the first half, I think the game would have been even out of sight for Tunisia.
You know, you know, Smith.
The
That
final
that
was
time, that time, that time we are winning 3-0.
yeah,
That coach would have sub Adam and put somebody in the midfield to choke these people well,
yeah.
to choke them so that
But
because if you notice in that ball in that match, as soon as because these people they think they have nothing to lose anymore, they have losing anymore, they have losing at the time we are playing them three. That's why all of them we are coming out to put something in our and they eventually get the goal. You understand?
mhm.
So
Ah,
with that,
yeah.
with
Mm-hmm.
that, we're supposed to put somebody in the midfield to subdue this their attack. You
Okay.
can't continue. You can't continue with that same
I
formation
think
at
in,
that
in
time.
this in this third game, I think it's going to like try some new players. But thank you, Zizo, for your contribution.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you.
You did work today. Munaji, yeah, let me hear your thoughts quickly.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Smith.
Yeah.
So I've watched and listened to everybody talk about this. One thing that I'm actually glad about is that we've got a coach who sees, who listens, who makes corrections, who makes some adjustments.
Mm-hmm.
And in today's match, with I would say the Tanzania game. was kind of poor.
Mm-hmm.
I would say Chell is learning,
Mm-hmm.
but his in-game management is still a little bit sketchy.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he got it right from the first half. I was surprised with the way we played the Tunisians. We played
Mm-hmm.
them hands down. He got it right in 70 minutes. Um, he, to me, I also agree with you. I also want to agree with you that yes, those wingers were brought in to help track back.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, I still have issues with Moses, and then Ejuke played out of position. Ejuke is a left winger.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you keep playing him at the right. He's a left winger.
Who do you think he should play at the right?
I know, but Fisayo can track back. Fisayo
But
has done it.
when you play Fisayo against Tanzania, Nigeria shouted, "Why did you use Tanzania? Why did you use Fisayo? Why did you use,
He he
Yeah,
tracked back. He tracked back.
yeah, yes." But people were mad on for Fisayo. That is what I'm talking about. See, now that the UK played badly now, nobody will call for UK in the next game. They will call for Fisayo to come back. See, that is how we are.
True, I agree. I agree, but then I'm still dumbfounded that Moses cannot get his act right. After that game against Benin, he has declined. I don't know what's happening with him, but it's bad.
Yeah,
It's very, very, very bad.
yeah.
That people also were saying maybe both of them were upset that they got subbed on. Come on, if you have 5 minutes to make an impact, look at what the Tanzanian guy did today. The guy of Nigerian descent, he had few minutes and he made most of it. Look at what the Senegal Mbaye guy did. He had few minutes to show that he wanted to play, and he played just like we talked about. So if you have minutes and the coach hands you these minutes to play, go out there and prove it. Don't be angry.
That means that there should be penalties too. If they give you a chance and don't prove it, don't call him. At
Exactly.
least players like Boniface, they didn't make this AFCON because they gave them opportunity, they didn't utilize it. Players like Tudor Kodare, they were given opportunity, they didn't take the opportunity. So I think there should be penalties too for someone like Lukman. Simon. That since that they give you opportunity to, and you keep on letting the team down and educate, there should be penalties for that. So I want to ask you a question. Tunisia, when played 10 games in the World Cup qualifier, they didn't concede a single goal. So do you think we want to give Eritrea his flowers for the former coach more than 2 goals like 3 years or so in a game?
Yes. Like I said, he got it right. I told you I was surprised that because I was expecting a fiery contest. But he got it right. He nullified everything. They did not have chance to play what they want to play. They did not have any chance. So it was after Onyeka went down and went due to because I saw on Twitter they said he was limping at the end. It was when Onyeka went out. That was when the whole thing just like blew up. And these Tunisians, they started using the flank. And I was still saying it. Bright is still a suspect. Bright is still I'm just happy for Bruno today. He took his chance.
He actually did very well.
Yeah, he took his chance today. But Bright, my God. And like I will agree with you too. The last speaker was talking about the fact that he had space. There was no winger to support him. If he loses the ball, he can't. Who will
look at when UK was trying to go and dribble and they won the ball, and it wasn't marking. So
Ejuke, I was angry. Even Chel was upset. Even when you refused to pass to Osimhen, I saw Chel on the touchline. He was shouting, "Get up, track back." The guy was still jogging.
And I'm even happy that there's silence on Twitter now from South Africa and Ghana. So thank you, Munachi, for your time. Thank you.
All right.
Next is Charles and Ovi. Next. So I still have Ushe. Okay, we're not actually human today. So I have Kolexi, Ushe, Paul Grinder. So I joined before. I don't know, maybe you went back, but I bring him on early too. And also I have Charles and Ovi coming on quickly. Charles?
Yes.
Thank you. Yeah. Charles.
So Smith-Lai, I think we have to give Eritrea his flowers. This Tunisia team hasn't conceded a goal.
Try to work up qualifier.
Exactly. And the way Nigeria dominated them, we should have been at least 3-0 up in that first half if we took our chances well.
Yeah.
So to me, I was surprised. Even Bruno surprised me. To me, I feel like Bruno, if Bruno can get his defensive areas, well, he can be a very good left back. Trust me. Because attacking wise, he's very good. Because the game plan was simple. They wanted to target his wings. But when they saw it wasn't working, they faced the other one. So to me, Osai, that stuff is not a penalty. People need to know that. They need to know that Osai is not the tallest of them all. So he had to. But I don't know why the referee subdued to crowd pressure and he gave them easy penalty to come back in the game. But to me, I congratulate the team. I congratulate Richard. You see how the whole place is quiet. Nobody's making noise. Nobody's talking. Do you think? I feel like we're missing that. You see that right winger, that right side. We're missing somebody there, and that was why he wanted Jacob Murphy. I wish Jacob Murphy would have said yes. Would have been better. He wanted Jacob Murphy. To me, Eric Chubb, he deserved like praises. If they said attack wins you game, defense wins you title. If we can work on that defense, Nigeria can win this thing. And also, people are not saying something. We are now scoring goals from set pieces. Are you aware? We scored goal from the first one. We scored goal for everybody's scoring goals. Indeed, scored his own goal. So this team, let's just fix the defense. Then we are solid. We can win. And I pray we win that Congo case because this team, this entertaining football. I'm loving it. We are dominating people like nothing else. And please, NFL should support this man. If possible, if he wins this AFCON or up his pay, don't pay him peanuts. This man suffered. Support this man. Support him. Thank you.
Thank you, Jas. Thank you, Jas. That's very brief, and thank you, Jas. So, Ovi, your thoughts?
Thank you very much, Smith, for giving me this opportunity. First and foremost, let me start. I'm going to talk 2 points. I'll talk about the penalty and then about the general game. Just quick recap. If you look at the penalty generally, if you look at the ball, it actually dropped. So it was not like Bright Osai Samuel was actually the one that moved his hands towards the ball. It was the ball that dropped towards its head and to the hands. And for those that says, well, it's a penalty, a critical example, if you look at the 2018 World Cup, the game we played against Argentina, which is the third match, similar ball. I think it was Ogion Gallo that floated the ball. The Argentina defender wanted to head it, then he head it towards his hand. Not like he did it, and it was not awarded as a penalty. But in this ball was dropping and then touched the head of Osai and then dropped towards this part, like the blade here of his hand. Now, if you look at it in clear case, it's not really a penalty, but this is what happens with the Iran leather game. Now, this is what I see. There is the political aspect of the game where you have the fact that the tournament is played in North Africa. Then you have a lot of the fans there whom are already putting pressure even on the referee. And there's this psychological aspect that happens. Typically, as a referee, when a referee is called to come and look at VAR, check, the referee naturally would want to question his own decisions to say, well, maybe the way he took the decision maybe may not be correct. This is why they call him to come and do the VAR. And then when you compare to the fact that, they were already insisting it was a penalty, he had to award it, right? But well, it's already done. But good, we finally won the game. Then, if you remember for this particular game, I think the Super Eagles actually played very well. And if you remember my prediction to you yesterday, I said that Mola Lukman was going to be the man of the match, if you can quite remember. And I said, look at those guys. And I said, well, listen, this is Lukman's game. And I predicted it, and lo and behold, and I even told all my friends, and they were like, oh, you were spot on. And so if you look at the game, the setup, I think there was something that happened with his 4-3-1-2 diamond formation. So what he has done so far is to drop Chukwueze out and then bring in an Onyeka to come and play to add more legs to that midfield. So like in terms of ball winning, being able to make it uncomfortable for the for the Tunisians to be able to get the ball. And so you can see that in the first half, we actually dominated the game. There were even clear-cut opportunities. There was a cross that was, floated by, Akol to Osimhen, which I thought Osimhen would have buried and everything. But finally, everything worked out. I think the good thing is that we won the game. Then if you look at in terms of the substitution, which we actually made, I thought that, this is where I would really want to blame Eric Shell. I don't know the reason why he took Onyeka out of the game, considering that. Injury. Yes. So considering, but now this is the question. If you remember, Smith, I keep asking you that the question I keep asking about Eric Shell formation, though I'm a believer in his coaching philosophy, considering the fact that our transitional play, which is from the defense to the midfield to the attack, has been more coordinated. And what people don't understand is that it is currently under share that we started seeing Super Eagles scoring like 4 goals, like against Benin, against Gabon, like against what's it called? The already talking about 3-0. The small remember for those of us who've been following the Super Eagles football for a long time, Shell is beginning to get us back. I pray it gets everything together. So when you look at the substitution, the question I want to keep asking is that I really still don't understand. Maybe he's also under pressure himself that whatever substitution he has to make, Simon has to be part of the substitution, because I really don't get why must he always be.
Why? Who do you think he will bring on if there's no? If for example now he wants somebody to help the back line, who do you think he will bring on?
But he has other defensive he has midfielders within there. In that,
at that point, Tunisians changed from using the middle, they changed the wings. So the left was like, he said, okay, you guys handle the middle. So what they were trying to do was that they wanted to drag our midfielders to the wings. Okay. So they were lopping the ball in the box. They knew that they can get at us through crossing, which actually worked for them.
Actually worked,
Yes. So he wanted somebody to be the first player to attack the winger.
Attack the wingers,
before they go to Bruno or Saye. He realized that the 2 guys that they brought on, they are traditional wingers. So they didn't just do their job.
Yeah, I get your point, but Smith, if you look at Moses Simon, I think we'll see there's something we're not getting clearly. The Simon that Raw was relying on 2019 for the AFCON, if you remember, the one we lost to Algeria during the semi-final game, is no longer the Moses Simon. Age is coming on a lot of things. His pace, the pace that we used to see from Simon and his ability to track back to support defense, just like what the last caller actually said, are no longer there, right? So yes, I understand that he's trying to close up the wings, because the Tunisians have more moved to the wing. There was even a time where I saw one of the Tunisian player took actually on Bruno Yemesh. If you noticed, I think there was more cuts like this from that particular wing, and he's trying to bring it. But my point is that if he has other players, because we have a 28-man list, I still really don't understand.
So guess which player?
I'm not the coach. The winger he has is just what was he called? Ejuke, and probably Chukwueze, and what was he called? Ejuke.
Who will you bring to help you defensively? Is it Chukwueze or Simon?
Well, Simon is more a better defender than Chukwueze. Of course, if you ask me per se, but it has not really worked. But it's a dilemma. I don't really know how it's going to resolve that particular problem. I think I really understand your questions very well within what you said. But it was a good game overall.
Thank you, Ovi, and thank you for your time. So everyone, next person will be Aidamola and Ushi.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Ovi. So you thought Aidamola.
Yes, good to be on your show today again, Smith. I think you went off just now, but I guess I will just start talking, Or should I be the moderator? Okay.
Just continue talking.
Okay, okay, good. Okay, I'll start. Okay, so Smith, I will start by something that happened yesterday before I speak about today's match. I wanted to join your show yesterday, but I was a bit late, so I couldn't join. So please permit me to speak about this first. Yesterday, I went to the gym, right? I was in the gym, and I was like, you know what? Let me check my phone. So I was just playing around like with my phone, right? And I'm like, okay, let me check, because there was a rumor that some people were saying that FIFA would make a judgment on December 26th or so about the whole petition by the NFF, But I knew that was into it. I just checked, just fun. And I checked and I saw the story that, FIFA made a final decision, right? And when I saw it, I was like, my heart almost skipped out, in the gym. Like I'm like, because in my mind, I'm like, the FIFA I know will not make a fast judgment on this case. That it was too fast based on I've never worked in FIFA, by the way, but based on my knowledge of football. Like that is not possible. Then I now checked again few minutes later, and I saw that TVC News carried the news, that FIFA, this is TVC News of Nigeria, that FIFA made the judgment. I say, hey, TVC, this is mainstream media, mainstream media. Then after that, I saw the Nation newspaper carried the same news as well. Now, the Nation newspaper and TVC, I guess they are under the same umbrella body, right? So I'm like, these are mainstream media, and they are the same people that always tell us that we must fact check, we must run away from fake news. So I was like, okay, maybe it's true, but for me, based on my football knowledge, it was not making sense. But anyway, I said I would check again. Then 2 hours, 3 hours later, I kept checking, and I saw that the only news I was seeing was from bloggers, most especially Ghanaian bloggers, that, hey, just Ghanaian bloggers, Kenyan bloggers and things like that, And there was no other mainstream media that carried the news in Nigeria apart from TVC and The Nation, which are owned by the same umbrella, company. So it confused me.
Sorry. Okay, you're talking about
the fake news yesterday.
The fake news, yeah. I don't know if you heard what I was saying, yes, about the fake news yesterday. I was confused because I saw the news from TVC and The Nation newspaper, which are owned by the same company that FIFA made the judgment. Now, these are mainstream media, so I was confused. But then I was like, something is wrong. It's not making sense to me, because these are mainstream media, and they always tell us that we have to fact check, we mustn't check our news from bloggers, right? So mainstream media is telling us that FIFA made the judgment, but I felt like something was wrong. Then I saw 2 or 3 hours later that this same news came up again by bloggers, bloggers from Nigeria, Kenya, Tanzania, they're all saying the same thing, And then later on, I discovered that no other Nigerian news media, mainstream media, carried the news apart from TVC. At a point, I even checked TVC's website. Maybe someone hacked their website. And I said, no, it's actually the TVC official website, So what I'm trying to say is that I don't know what is going on. Like, it's very scary, most especially from other African countries, And I think the main aim is to push a narrative that will bring out angry emotions among fans and maybe destabilize the Super Eagles players. Because I'm trying to make sense out of the whole thing. And also the hatred coming from other African countries. You cannot cry more than the bereaved. So I don't know why people are crying more than the bereaved.
Sorry, let me just say something about that. The thing started from one Ghana blog, Kenya, then Nigerian Stories carried the story. That Nigerian Stories, they pulled it down. So, and it was like they wanted to get engagement for that 24 hours. They pulled it down. Even well-known Twitter, have like 7,000 followers, went to Nigerian Story to carry it out. In fact, there was a boy I challenged on that story. The boy is from Uganda. He was narrative. So, and that's that. You fact check this thing. In fact, he got followers. There were 20,000 followers. So I went to go and check him on Twitter. He was asking Grogs, is it Grog, the AI, that is this thing true? So you came to post this thing. Yes, and a few minutes later, you went to go and ask Grogs that is it Grog? Say, is it true? So the issue basically is that somebody somewhere is sponsoring this fake
I
news.
believe.
Honestly, and I even fear. The reason why is because we are Nigerians now. When I heard Amokachi talk today, it was the one that was on commentary between DR Congo and Senegal. So that FIFA don't manufacture passports. The way he was talking, as if there's a bitterness between him and Nigeria. It's like Nigeria prevents him, that they are just looking for vengeance. So the issue is just that these guys will give you opportunity to serve now. Some of you misuse that opportunity. So it's like everybody want to take their vengeance on that Nigeria. See, it's not only Ibrahim Zouha you suffer, because will suffer if Nigeria don't go to the World Cup. So it's just to do the right thing. I agree with you. Somebody somewhere is sponsoring these fake news.
Yes, you're right. I think the reason why I'm bringing up this case is that I know some people even say on the comment section that maybe why are we talking about, like, the thing is, it's really scary because I've never seen the amount of bitterness coming from people. Like as if it's their own family house that they took to FIFA. What is your own? Like, just even from Nigerians especially, like, just, yeah, you see, we said it. guys, like, and you're talking about fact checking. I don't know if you studied journalism. Probably, I'm sure you did not study journalism. I did not. But we know. I checked the news 1, 2, 3, all from bloggers. I already knew that there was something wrong with the story. There was only one media house, which I said mainstream media, that brought the news. But I couldn't find any other news in mainstream media that followed the same news. And I think what got me a bit pissed about the whole thing was that even on my work, because I'm part of some WhatsApp groups, right? Like some friends, and they kept posting that story as well. At the point I got angry, I was like, guys, can you please stop this fake story? It's getting out of hand, So as a society, I think we have to be more accountable when it comes to, stories and things like that, And also from other African countries, I don't know what is going on. The reason why I want Nigeria to go to this World Cup is maybe to shut up the mouths of our haters once and for all, because it's getting out of hand. So that is that, Now, talking about while you're talking now, you're talking about someone from Cameroon, maybe a journalist that said that Nigeria has the talent to get to the semi-final of any World Cup. This story, yes. Now, this story is very touching because if you remember the late Pelé of Brazil, the great Pelé of Brazil, he said when he was alive that an African country can win the World Cup. Do you remember? I believe he was talking about Nigeria.
Yeah, it was.
And I think it's because, if you remember, Pelé was the ambassador for the USA 94. Remember when it was hosted by USA, he was there, he saw the game, he was one of the main guys there, right? He was like a main figure there. And I think he saw the Nigerian team. And he was like, these Africans can play. This Super Eagles team can reach the semi-final of any World Cup. That's why he kept saying that up to the time he passed away. And I think he was referring to Nigeria. But the problem is that, do we have what it takes to attract quality? I feel like we are wasting talent. Do you know why I'm saying this? I was watching Senegal today against DR Congo. And there's a guy there, 17-year-old Senegalese player, Mbaye. And I checked, I'm like, okay, I don't really know this, I don't really watch French league. And I said, oh, he's playing for PSG.
Yeah.
How did Senegal manage to bring a 17-year-old kid play for them when he can play for France?
Let me just answer that. I think it's a few years back. They used to have this Congo law of dual national not playing for Senegal. So they went to they used to have that. So they went to go and abolish it. When they abolished it, they are going to abolish it. I don't know. You will see in court. So
let's lay down, because now we don't want more hatred,
No, so they now add this diaspora contingent. Don't forget that one of the diaspora player was a coach of one French league. If you remember, one French league club. So they have this strong presence in France. So it's very easy to sell the project. Those that are part of the diaspora contingent, they are the people that were born in France, that are part of it. But our own diaspora contingent, there are people just wearing this thing here, don't know anything about it. So the issue is that it's easier for them to get players because they have people based here. They have a strong Senegalese contingent in that France that can easily talk to people. But we don't have that.
But Nigeria was colonized by the British, right? And there are so many Nigerians in the UK.
But
so what is the difference with Nigeria?
The difference is that NFF should constitute diaspora committee that are majorly diaspora players that have played in Nigeria before, that are based abroad, not those that are somewhere in Abuja saying that they're diaspora contingent. They are the ones who I said about this thing before in the past. They went ahead to go and constitute the diaspora committee. See, it's people that have never traveled out before that the one that are diaspora contingent. They cannot
get visas.
Maybe it's because along the years there was this breakup between the diaspora players and the Nigerian-born players. Maybe because I'm thinking about people like maybe John Fashanu could help us. John Fashanu and who else? Maybe Efan Ikoku. Do you remember Efan Ikoku? So I don't know if they still have attachment to Nigeria. These are people that could be our ambassadors in the UK and help us to attract this. Again, maybe it's just different with Nigeria, because I also know that a lot of time Nigerians try to distance themselves from the Nigerian community. That is a problem as well.
Balogun said something that he can be that ambassador. It's not as if he said it. That he can be that. And that person that, is in Germany, is based in Germany. For example, now, why are you struggling talking to... See, talking about UK now, go and check the diaspora contingent in Germany. A boy just moved from Germany to AC Milan from a German district.
Yeah.
Go and check Nigerians in Germany, Nigerians in Italy now. Forget about UK.
Yes. It's even easier to get players from Italy or Germany now than UK.
Yes.
I noticed that.
You know that talent that's in Barcelona. That 9.
Yes.
Yeah, and his elder brother is also in Barcelona.
See, there's a boy on the bench today for Liverpool, Willie Lucky Omorui from Edo State. On the bench is a defender. On the bench against Wolves today. They just signed a boy for 4 years contract.
Wow.
The boy, yes, see.
And not take your time. And I think we are in a generation now whereby the diasporan kids now are now playing football. I think there was a time when Nigerian parents overseas did not want their children to play football, right? So we did not really have foreign-born players. Do you remember? But now they're all over. Michael Lise, Berezi, all of them, and more and more are coming up. So we have to take advantage of it. One thing I would say is that because it's very painful that we lost out to someone like Berezi. Because Berezi actually came to the Nigerian team. There was a time we played a friendly match, remember, in the UK?
Yeah.
And he was invited. He came to the team. So how did you lose out on such a player, But that is that. Because the reason why I'm saying this is because I watched the Senegal game today. And I'm like, for them to get this kind of players, Nigeria can do better, So that is that, I'm now talking about the game today, Senegal and DR Congo. I told one of my Congolese friends today, I said, I feel like Congo will cause an upset today and beat Senegal. Like, he did not believe me, but anyway, the game ended 1-1. Congo could have won that game easily. So Senegal, they are not, yes, they are good, but they also have their own whatever, Now, talking about the Nigerian game today, quickly, that penalty was not a penalty. I think maybe sometimes we think players are like angels. When they, when they aim for the ball, when they jump up, the ball must not touch them at all, They must be invisible to the ball, I mean, I think there's a referee rule in regards to when two players jump off and they are trying to fight for the ball. I don't know, like the technicality, but so that is not a penalty at all. So it's scary. So what do you think? Maybe FIFA should implement advanced VAR that will fact check the VAR.
No, they don't want to be robotic. Because it's like you are trying to...
And then they should just as well remove this VAR stuff because it's causing more trouble. I'm sorry. It's causing more trouble, Now, for the game, right, quickly, the Nigerian team today, the starting 11 was perfect. Like, Eric Chell, I was like, wow, this guy did well. He knows how to select a starting 11, right? At the point, Smith, this is the first time I'll be watching a match, and I stood up at a point, and I was clapping. I was like, is this Super Eagles? Am I watching Brazil or am I watching Barcelona? I couldn't believe my eyes.
Yeah, me too.
At the point,
this is the first time I can be eating food and be watching Nigerian game. Like I was just watching, like enjoying myself.
Exactly. At the point, we had like 68% possession against Tunisia.
Yes, Tunisia.
I couldn't believe it. Then, some 8 minutes, like Chell did what Chell does the best. Nobody's perfect, though, He can't remove Oyeka. Sorry, I might speak pidgin now. He can't bring in Moses Simon and Ejuke. I jumped up.
Get knock.
No, only taking out Oyeka is not a problem. That is not. I mean, that is not the issue. But bringing in Moses Simon and Ejuke, I was like, what is going on? Now I know people are trying to defend, even use me. Are trying to say that, who else do we have on the page? Who else do we have on the whatever? It's simple. I don't know what's going on with Akin Somero, but I've seen him play for Pisa FC. Sometimes he can drift to the left side of the wing. Have you noticed that? Even as a midfielder. So I don't know what is going on, We could have brought in Akin Somero. Then on the right, that one is easy. It was Dele Bashiru for me. Now I know you're saying that maybe
against Tanzania.
Okay, so let me make this clear. I'm not one of those Nigerians that complain about players like that. I believe, if you see me when I talk, I always say that we make use of what we have. Make use of what we have. So Bashiru is our best option on the right. Whether he played very well first game or not, it was our best option at that time. And it would have provided cover for Osai Samuel.
Yeah.
So now bringing Osai Samuel and putting, was it Ejuke on that side? At the point, I couldn't watch again. I'm like, hey, this game I knew that it would come from 3-0.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what is going on. Maybe it's overthinking. No, but now, if that is based on what you are saying, it's dangerous if the coach is listening to what you are saying and making choices based on emotions of fans. That is dangerous.
No. I don't think so. I think Dele Bashiru was bad against Tanzania.
Mhm.
It was bad against Tanzania. And he realized, so I think the coach now will be scratching his head and thinking that, why did I bring Tella? Why didn't I gamble on Tella?
Now that I brought up Tella, sorry, not to what happened with Tella?
I think
guys like Tella is having this on and off relationship with the Super Eagles.
It wasn't fit.
Okay.
Well,
he's been playing for
at that time that they made the list, it wasn't fit.
Okay. Yes, Tella would have been a good option. You're right. Tella.
And
so that means we have a problem in our rights.
No,
so that now we know.
He mentioned, I've said it several times here, he mentioned 4 positions. One of my friends is here now, he just commented now. He knew the position I'm talking about. He mentioned some key area that they needed help. Left back is there.
Oh, yes, definitely left back. That's why we have to do everything to get Eano. That Eano guy, Atalanta.
So everything. Finally, so I can bring.
Yes, so I know. Yeah, so that is that. So I think the sub was just for me the problem we had, and we should be lucky that the game ended 3-2. I'm one of those. When I watch a game, I don't look at the game like, we won. Let's thank God that we got the 3-2. Next game, I will advise the coach uses Zo as the goalkeeper, just in case anything happens in the knockout, and they might have to continue because of Wambali. That'll be my advice,
Thank you.
Thank you very much for your time today,
Thank you. I really assure you. I know that you're always very straight with your analysis. You people normally, when you finish, people normally comment that this they like your analysis. Thank you for your time. Thank you.
Thank you very much. God bless.
Thank you. Yeah. So I'll bring correcting on one side, but let me hear from Uche first. So Sport Grinder next.
Yes.
So Sport Grinder, we're closing together. Hey, where is Cell? Okay, Cell is here. Okay, yeah. Uche.
Yeah, in regards to the game today, towards the
before you start, now you when they were arguing yesterday, that you make a complete argument because you are pro Onyedika too. When they were fighting yesterday, you are not wearing.
I waiting to put. I just collect waiting to put those before we send them.
Let me hear you.
Yeah. So in regards to that 70th minute change, what I felt he should have done was to revert to a 3-5-2. 3-5-2, where you have what's his name? Oyemachi. You move Oyemachi to the wing back, then bring in the award team that you brought in on probably another defender, another centre back, then move what's his name? Osai up front, then bring in either what's his name? Bashiru or Inadi or Akinsomiro. So that you can choke up the middle and at the same time keep the width constant, so that we don't then those 3 center back will be able to keep the shape of our defense. That would at least curb the wing play they were playing, because I noticed even towards the 78 or 79, if you notice the one-on-one duels, Bruno was getting it. He couldn't follow his wing, but it was just Osai's wing they kept using. So assuming you had someone like Inati or Bashiru, they would have helped Bruno. They would have helped Osai at the wing. But in regards to this AFCON, I think no matter where we end, Chelsea should be kept, because immediately he goes, another African team is going to take him. If he leaves, maybe one of these North African team will take him. So we have to keep Chelsea. Because even the story of Westerhoff, when Westerhoff came in, Westerhoff went for, I think he went for 1990 Nations Cup, right?
Yeah.
We lost 1990. We lost the Italian 90. We didn't go for Italian.
Yeah, we lost Cameroon down there. Yeah.
And then we ended up going for the World Cup in 1994. So he's growing, he's getting better. So we should keep him to 2030. We should just show like anything he wants. If this NFF, they're wise, if Gusso is planning to come back, you should use this guy as bargaining chip to come back. Give him all he wants and then sign out. Because I noticed that, especially back at home, the media, they don't like this guy because the guy excuse my French, the guy does not care.
I don't want to break something about Eric Chess with media. I just want, because some people already cautioned me not to say it, because if I say it, it could shake everywhere, but I will not say it. So you are right, Uche. Just continue.
Yeah, so because I noticed, I saw most of them online, especially those 3SC, they keep complaining. Oh, why is he changing the formation every time? I'm like, but is it that you guys are not watching the game?
They go have agenda again.
Yeah, so they are trying. As I noticed, some of them are saying, "Why can't we get the home base coach? Why must we support something that is international?" So then most of them will be like, "When was the last time? Where's the name? A foreign coach won the World Cup?" I'm like, "But we're not qualified for World Cup now in AFCON. When AFCON, and most times it's still even the foreign coaches that get you the AFCON. And he's not foreign; he's African. So let's support what is African." So, but I noticed that there's this agenda that they are pushing out there. They'll tell you he does not know that. Why are we picking this kind of coach? But when was the last time we had transitional play? When was the last time we scored through? We scored 2 goals through this AFCON. We scored 2 set piece goals from corner kicks. When was the last time we did that?
Yeah, even this. Sorry, I just curious. This Fisher Dairo, I went to.
This guy.
I went to go and comment on his Instagram. I just did the comment. I asked him to shut up because it's one that I really respect a lot. And when he was talking, maybe probably was trying to create content actually, but I was so disappointed that he cannot be the positive from the game. We're just abusing him.
Like, and I feel maybe the coach told the guy to shut up at some point. Maybe that. But I noticed he's part of those media guys, and most times whenever they ask him questions, the way he answers them is more like, should I just reveal my secret here for you? Is it just for content? Because I noticed that most times the media in Nigeria, they feel they know better than the coach. That's why one asked him, did you notice that your left back was bad, Zaidu Sanisi? What do you plan to do What do you plan to do to change it? And I think he gave them like just a flat out answer, like, okay, I'm watching the game, I'll make corrections to it. But they're expecting, this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going. No, that's not. The coach is not going to come out and reveal his secrets or what he plans to do. And that's why we could see that when he played this current formation, I think now he understands. Prior to this time, he was using Chukwueze as the midfielder, the third midfielder. But since he has found out that Onyeka will keep balance for him, then subsequently he will probably be looking for midfielders that can actually fit into the mold of Onyeka, rather than that means Chukwueze will have to fight for Lukman's position henceforth.
You already got a midfielder.
Yeah. Oh, he already has a midfielder that's going to be nice.
But that midfielder is not in this AFCON.
It's not in this AFCON. I'm talking about this AFCON now.
You already is thinking. Continue.
So the thing is, NFF should please keep this guy. Like, this guy is going to get us far. He's going to bring back the glory days. So when you should shun all these naysayers, they should try and keep this guy. Like, I enjoyed watching the match. For the first time, I wasn't tense for the first 70 minutes. But towards the end, I started getting tense. But this first 70 minutes, I was like, they will score. And shout out to what's his name? Akko is playing very well. He's playing like that 8. Drifts right, drifts left, comes into the midfield. Like, wow, thank God we have that guy. And I remember when you and what's his name? You and Ayo will keep saying that if there's one striker we need, is someone like Akko. That we need someone like Akko in Super Eagles, and it's good that we finally found someone in that mold. Hopefully they get more guys that fit into that system, because with Osimhen you cannot how do I say it? He's not going to. Sometimes he will get injured, and in order for you to reduce that workload on him, you need to get people that can also work as hard as he's working. Yeah, so that's it.
Thank you, Uche, for that submission. Very brief and really thank you, Uche, for that submission. So we come and preview the other games and see where we end up. Some people have said that Tunisia, they wanted to avoid the Senegal. That's why they are playing like this. I say it's a lie. It's a lie. It's a lie. Thank you, Uche. Thank you. Yeah. Collective, yeah. So
thanks.
Organize next.
I would start from the analysis. I had said some things on IoT's game, but I want to look at it a different way in terms of the substitution.
Yeah.
I don't think you were completely wrong. I think you should have just gone for either of Ejuke or Simon. What he wanted to do, we saw it in that same game, just that the players did not do it well. What Ejuke wanted to do was a mid block with opportunity to counter on that from any of the wingers, but he should have just gambled by using one side and give instruction to the players to say, when you get the ball, load it through that side. That was the ball that came to Ejuke. But the problem was that he fumbled it because it was a mid block broke the side on that side. The only thing the two of them were to do was to defend, drop in to defend. Once we get the ball, they should have the pace to draw into the line, because Tunisia was already pushing forward. So they were already playing a high line. So the point was the ball over the top, get into that bit, and then without coming into that game or even score with Victor Osimhen. He had something similar that he scored during the game against Gabon. But I think what I realized is that people need to realize that football, I said it as I said, football is you have the other team. The other team also has a coach. And they are not dull. They are there because they are supposed to watch the game, read the game, analyze and react. Obviously, one good thing about a chair, you have two opportunities as a coach. One, you're starting up tactics, and your mid-game, your in-game tactics. Some coaches get their statistics after studying the game. They get it wrong. They will now be playing catch up during the game. So far, so good. Eric Tell has got his statistics good. Why? Which means he's a good he understands and analyzes the opponent very well. The problem we've had in the early stage of Eric Tell is chance conversion, not even creation. Because he plays and he reads the opposition team such that he wants to kill the game in the first half. First 60 minutes, kill the game. He has a problem, which if he's able to, in fact, the only reason why we got over this is because we've managed to kill the game to a reasonable extent in the first 70 minutes. 3 goals up. He has a problem, he recognizes it, which is finishing the game. And part of the problem he has with finishing the game is analyzing, in-game analyzing. Because what now happens is he starts the game with a formation. If he starts the game with a formation, finishes, the opponent's coach will take time to react. Tunisia's coach saw the formation, reacted. They moved Hannibal to the middle to try and take control, because our players, the second goal, that movement that you delete 2 players, none of their initial midfielders were doing all of that moving. That was when Hannibal moved to the middle, they got some joy. And then what did he do? Then decided to bring a faster and tricky winger. And then the first brought him to that side. He didn't work. He now came to his side, and then decided getting the joy to be able to load the ball in. So once Hannibal controls the fulcrum in the middle, he pushes it. And what Eric Tell, I would have thought what he was trying to do was basically put in 2 wingers, like you were saying, but wanted them to defend, to try and block that passing lane of the final winger getting the ball to pull it in and calm the ball down. There are 3 things that I think that they wanted to do that they didn't do well. Number one is, I think they should have just put one of them, maybe a Jude, and then bring another midfielder to maybe play like a 5-4-1 kind of a thing. One of them will step out and then every time we have the ball to kind of a counter and then crossing. He got it. Educate got that ball, good control, but I think it's just his final decision that was poor. It was also lapsed. There was a lot of lapses in the middle as well when he was not able to control the ball, which is that's not the coach's fault. The only thing I noticed is that the coach he is getting to understand these players. And you will see that when he brings somebody else, they don't execute it well. He tried the other person, but they are all almost like same crop. The only thing he has, the people that he has come to understand, is his first 11. First 11 or first 12 or 13 kind of a thing. That's just like people he knows very well. He knows what he can do. But when it now comes to in-game management, reacting to what the opposition, the coach of Tunisia changed, and it was necessary for us to change. The same problem happened with Wolves in, I mean, not Wolves, this Wolves striker. The same problem happened during DR Congo. They took over the midfield. And I said to people that understand, but I play football, I said, the point here is when somebody takes over your midfield, there are two ways you can take it back. Either you bring in energetic and combative midfielders, combative, not just people who are good with ball, because you need to first collect the ball and hold the ball in the midfield back from them, or you bring in tall strikers, which means you overthrow the ball off the midfield and load it to the front. The striker will go, hold on play, bring your players back in, you peg the opposition backward. He brought Tolu Arukudare in. He's tall. The problem was that Tolu cannot hold the ball. His hold up play was poor. And you will see that we tried to load the ball to him, but his hold up play was poor. So we could not get other people in. It didn't work. But we don't have those combative midfielders in that game. That was why he just tried to just, close shop, let's just rough it to the end. And he did. At least he managed to close that game to penalty shootout. This same game, that was the same thing he wanted to do. He wanted to hit them on the counter. Defensive shape, mid-block, defensive shape, which you would do with a 4-4-2, or you play with a 4-5-1. Osimhen was the last one there. All you need is just one more person that will just come out of the line when we are with the ball, float the ball to that person, either one of the wings. That's why I said you should have just brought in a defensive minded defender and one winger. And that winger will just be the one that will float out and will switch the play to that winger. And then you can counter 2 to beat 1 or 2 to beat 2. That kind of a thing. We had that opportunity. It could have been 4-2. It just in the decision of the player, he could have passed the ball or square play the ball to Osimhen in the middle and let Osimhen miss it. We know that that's his problem. That's your job. Or if you are going to score, make sure you want to hit the ball and score if that's what you want to do. So we saw what the coach wanted to do. If you analyze the game well, sometimes, yes, he gets it wrong. We already know that we have an issue with personnel in that team. But I think we should not over question the coach way of thinking. There are always multiple ways to close a game. There are always multiple ways to react when your other opposition coach reacts. Because that's why they went to coaching school. There are different tactics. His tactics just didn't work because of the kind of players he brought in. But not only because of the kind of players he brought in, but because they did not do fully well to the instruction. Nobody asked Educate to lose the ball in the middle now. He lost like 3 or 4 balls in the middle. He could have easily controlled that ball, pass it in, and then move into space because there was space behind him. There was one that he had just one player to beat, and then by that time, he counter.
Yeah.
You could tell what the coach wanted. They gave him those balls. He just didn't execute it well. That was the problem.
I agree with you. 100% you actually was spot on with everything. So I don't have anything to even add to what you said. What I want to ask you is, do you have a coaching badge?
Me? No, I don't. But I play in Costa League in Canada, for example.
No. Don't get a coaching badge. Go and retire from the go and get a coaching badge. You also, that's why, people cannot take us for a fool. If someone like me is talking now, will you listen? Or somebody that just finished alcohol and come and analyze football for me, say that Richard is bad. What did he do right? Can you see? You balance the whole thing now. What he did right and what you think that he actually did wrong. And you spot everything is there. Thank you. I can see a lot of comments hailing you. Continue to hail him. Yeah, he's a football. Thank you. So good game, but I'm happy that we got the 3 points. And
I think that's the point.
Yeah.
And we should not underestimate. Sorry, yeah, I was going to say we should not underestimate Tunisia. People forget, and that's why I like what you said. People forget a lot of things.
Yes.
Tunisia is a good team, and these guys have not lost a game in for how long? So when the fact that we could even go 3-0 up, please, guys, yes, it ended 3-2. How would you expect? I almost felt, oh, maybe Umbueri's prediction was going to come to pass. I was like, fine, well, you beat me to it. But
Somewhere
I
is a bit
predicted,
of fire here now.
yeah, because I expect Tunisia to fight back. Because they're a good team, they're a decent team. I predicted 3-2 yesterday as well before I
Yeah.
dropped the call.
Remember, I
Yeah,
said to you.
and yeah, I said 3-2, and I said that because they are a good team. But the only thing is that Nigeria is a team that rises up to the occasion. The
Yeah.
people we play always determine. I don't know why we are always like that. Those players just have it that the people we play just determine how we react to game. And that's it. The only thing I think Eric Kell needs to work on is that in-game management. But I don't think his problem is that he doesn't understand it sometimes. It's just that the right tool, which is why I hope if we're going to go far in this competition, the third place game, because we have already cemented the group, he needs to get four. I said it in I said he needs at least four, just increase his trusted 11 or 12 to like 16. Trusted 16 or 14. That means one more center back that you can rely on. Try and test one of the keepers that can try. Decide which of those two, because one is carrying that injury and it might just cost us. So decide which of them. Two midfielders that he can always bring on because he will always need to make those things based on this formation he plays. He plays energetic football. Those guys are no machines. They will tire out by 60, 70 minutes, even if they are professionals, because of the way we play. He just needs to tell them and beg them, see, give me your 60. And I felt at some point he said that to Lookman and the player, give me your best 60 to 70 minutes. That's how I saw it. And just make sure you score at least 2 or 3 goals. And I think that's what he wants to be doing.
Yeah.
Just score 50 or 70 minutes. He just needs those 4, 5 people that will come in after those minutes and close the game and do the right instruction as the starting of them.
Yeah, before I let you go, just in like 30 seconds, do you think Lukman is the best player currently in this AFCON?
I think he's one of the top 3.
Who are the other best? Who are the other better players?
I would say in terms of impact in the game so far, I was thinking with Chief Salah a bit.
Salah?
Because he's impressed the game. He scored deciding points, even in their first game as well. There you go. That goal. Egypt is rescued, giving Egypt some points. It's not only about maybe
Salah, Salah and who again? So I can wrap it up
the third person I'm looking at in the team so far. I don't think any of those Morocco guys have done enough as a team. Not one of them. But I was going to look at this guy, this Senegalese player, but I've forgotten his name. It's not in die. There's not Jackson. There's another striker or the fair guy on is it that one? Indai is fair, but Indai didn't do anything much. Is it the Mbaye guy or there's a guy that came in the first game that influenced their game for them, scored, but they've already won the game and they also played the game against their Congo. He came in as a sub. Yeah, I can't remember his name. But those are the two guys I was saying that have kind of come in and play. But I think Lufam is arguably the way he's going is player of the tournament in that category. Yeah.
Thank you for your time.
And I want to say that it will be as mastered the role because we are part of the people that are criticizing during the World Cup qualifier. I think he has mastered that CMF role. 2 back-to-back games now. He's not losing the ball. He's doing exactly what we're criticizing for.
You know what is happening? Because now play that way for one. When you arrive for
one. I think he's more comfortable. In fact, he's coming back to collect the ball, opening into the space, and he's pushing the passes forward now. As if it's more natural for him now. And I think it's good.
Thank you.
It's part of the things that helped us.
Yeah, thank you, Kunle. Thank you. That's a very good contribution. Kunle, the coach, please go and get your badge. Next time you come here, go and show that you have not a badge, because some people now, in Nigeria, I heard that some people went to go and get a CAF B license under the bridge. If they want to use CAF B to, I have Sport Grinder actually what next. Well, just some quick comments quickly before I bring Sport Grinder next. I don't know, maybe Seal is available. I had Dinosaur. Dinosaur is always on the bed. I don't know. I have Frank. I don't know, maybe Frank is available. Okay, so is actually what camera is okay. Let me just say this comment quickly. The draw should be hired as technical director. I come up with certain players, Abby. And Eric Shea should be the coach till 2030. For me, Genetro and Nigeria and 5 and 6. But Genetro thing director, you don't have so many enemies in Nigeria already. Genetro. Somebody you also asked about the salary. I think technical director salary is paid by FIFA, so it's not going to be a problem. For me, I think we have some people that can do it in Nigeria. I think Olofijano can do the job. I think some people can actually do that job very well. But in terms of talking to players abroad, traveling to clubs abroad, the influence you have on clubs, I think Genetro can fit in well there. Because I remember him saying something. He said that there was a Nigerian player that was not playing for his club very well. His coach is Genetro's friend. He said it, not me. His coach is Genetro's friend. He said he called that coach that, I need this guy in the national team now. Why is he not playing? He said, no. He said, change to 3 at the back and help me put him there. So some of you will get the player now. I will not mention the player's name. Some of you will have an idea of the player. He said, change to 3 at the back now. Help me put him there. So this influence is popular in France. He can go to England. So I think he can actually help in that area. So I have another comment again. So Genetro is a combo, good choice. So let me see. Okay, who else again? Send me super chat so I can take God's love. So that besides Lookman, don't think that Chukwueze can compete for Iwobi's position in that midfield as well too. So yeah, for me, I think Chukwueze, despite him having a very good first half, he was benched today, and we didn't even feel it at all. There was more balance in the team, and the team played well. So I think I don't know, maybe Amo sent a comment. Okay, I think I saw something from Amo, and I'm not sure where I'm going from Amo, but okay. So our first program actually what's next. So and maybe Seal will be with Sport Grinder. So Sport Grinder next. Seal, his camera is not on, so until he's on, maybe I should bring Frank. Frank, are you there? Okay, but Sport Grinder, yeah, your thoughts.
Yeah, so today was a very, very good day. They surprised me, after having that kind of performance against Tanzania. Yes. And you compare it to how clinical Tunisia roasted Uganda. It was kind of easy to make that prediction that Tunisia should win us. Like we're not really at our best. But today I gotta give it up for Shell. He was not really like hard-headed as I expected. He still played at his formation, but I think he basically told Lookman and Onyeka, this field is yours, enjoy it, run, do everything you like. Just go back and forth. Lookman, anywhere in the forward, just run. Mm-hmm. And that really helped us a lot. The only sad thing I don't like is that moving forward, teams may look at how Tunisia played us in the last minute. Mm-hmm. I hope that is not them having the antidote to our formation. Mm-hmm. Because they really started unlocking things. But while I'm afraid of that, I'm still looking at it like, okay, yeah, they only had that upper hand for like 5-6 minutes while Onyeka and Akol were still on the field, But I just hope teams should not be like, if we're playing this, because we're always going to start this formation and these players. If Nigeria is dominating, guess what? Go to the wings. Maybe we can stretch them there. I hope he has a way to counter that with the players that started. I hope he has a way to counter that, because that was not really good to see. That they were just having a lot of love on the wings, like Tunisia, when they decided to go towards the wing.
Yeah.
Now, in terms, I listened to you on Humble Henry's live and all that, and I agreed because I knew that was what happened. Tunisia brought in that Valerie or whatever his name, or no, not Valerie, the guy that has an Italian name, the guy from Celtic. When he brought that guy in and someone else, they started running us.
Yes.
I know he tried to counter with Ejuke and Simon to peg them back. But I don't think, because of the scoreline, I don't think this was a game where we should have been pegging them. We should have pegged them back by attacking with attacking wingers. He could have brought in Simon and Zaidu. Zaidu could have played where Simon was playing, and Simon played where Ejuke was playing, because Simon would have helped this guy better. I think he would have helped Osai way better than what Ejuke was. Like, Ejuke was not even helping at all. He was even more of a burden than helping out there. But I hope Ejuke has not really played his last game in this tournament, because he didn't really cover himself with glory, and it looks like Michel is a very, very ruthless guy in competitions. Like, he can quickly drop you if you do rubbish. Now, they played well. This was the best 75 minutes I've seen Nigeria play.
What about Benin Republic?
Benin Republic today?
No, what about Benin Republic game?
Game. No. See, there's a way you win. It doesn't look clean. It's almost like you're driving a car and you're using manual stick shift. They grind down, rather than you're in a Mercedes. You're gliding through the transmission easily. It wasn't clean. Like it was just like the personnel. It was more like individual effort. Today was actually team effort. The first goal and the third goal were team goals. There was even one that they crossed to Osimhen that he knocked down, that Akko kicked and he hit a defender and went out. Like, I saw us do proper build-up play. This Nigerian team is an Aina coming back, probably a left back and a center back, and a good 3 solid bench guys from being a very, very tough team. We have players, as you said, we have diaspora players. We have David Odogu in AC Milan. We have the guy of Empoli. We have potential players like that we can call up that would really help the team improve. But as I said on IoT's live, I hate when, because you've gotten 6 points, you now want to play the whole 11 bench in your next game. It's always usually counterproductive. So I would say he goes light on the changes. At least his core guys should play. Only guys that maybe their roles are shaky, maybe Osai. Okay, let's see if this guy can actually do well. Like bringing Alebio soon, try Uzoho, because that's going to be a good test. Uganda are going to come out. Uganda need to win that game to go out to proceed. So that's not going to be.
Uche Ikpeazu.
Uche Ikpeazu, muscle man. Like, man, that guy is so muscular, man. I've never seen him before. The guy is so grab, man. Like, but Uganda are going to play that game, and that's going to be a good test for any player that comes in. I hope Shell tells them, like, hey, the goal is not to lose this match. I don't even care if you don't win that last match. But the goal is, do not lose this match. Do not lose this match.
So Smoga, you mentioned something about score depth. We have the largest team in this AFCON.
Yeah, we're one of the few that took 28.
Some players are not training. You know them.
Yeah. Like government boys. They're not.
with the home-based coaches. They are not part
No,
of.
no. See, but Smith, but that's where I feel it's not good. Those guys did not select themselves. Who select? It doesn't matter. They are in the 28th list. When I heard that thing that they are doing special training, it's not fair. Put them in, let them train with the main squad. Anyhow.
With the staff you have, how will you coordinate 28 players at a go?
I know at some point in time they play first 11 versus second 11. That's 22. 22 man. You still have 6 players plus Zoho. So you still have 5 outfield players. There's no way those guys cannot substitute with the other bench 22, at least to understand tactical training. Like having them train with the other guys, to tap like that. Yeah.
When because it's AFCON, 2 days, 3 days, a day or 2 before the game, they do tactical training. You expect me to involve those that will not play. That's good training because they said that they are working a lot of set pieces now, like scoring set pieces now. They have been doing that one out to attack.
Yeah.
Like that. They have been doing that one in training, working well on that. So I'll now ask, with due respect to somebody that's mentioning in the comment now, to come and be doing the set piece training, whether or not it's not going to be there.
Yeah.
When this guy took the team to London, there were some certain players that were in that team during that Unity Cup that the guy corrected them all the time. See, league champions player, league champion, do this. Like when coach they correct you too much, maybe say all this energy is now on you in the training. How would
correcting you? Yeah. It doesn't all go well. It doesn't all go well. I hope NFF can see what this guy can do if given the free hand. If this man picks his players, well, I want to believe he picked 23 of these players. I would say maybe so I would not say if he picked his players. I would say he picked majority of the players. But they should support this guy in his scouting. If this guy comes, if they empower this guy like how DRC, whether illegal or illegally, are doing, Senegal and all those guys are doing, if they empower him, go here and talk to Nigerian players in diaspora, get who you want. We will back you up to get these players. This guy will skin a lot of teams alive with his team. Yeah.
It's not as if I want to support this guy again. This guy is calling people like you. They are listening to me here now. That he wants this certain player. The ones that I can easily access is the ones that are based in France. So it's only like, do you know this? And I'm like to you. How did Ali Bioshu become a Super Eagles player?
It's for people like us. It's not NFF. It's not his fans that pinged him. Yeah.
Because when they were defending the list, they might send it to them and say, okay, who is here? They don't know the guy. In fact, they saw, I will say it here now because it will be upset with me. They saw Rafiu say it's foreign bomb. So I'm just telling you that these guys don't know, they don't care about what you're talking about. So is this guy, someone said that it's not going to be the person that should be looking for players abroad, but nobody is doing it.
Nobody's doing it. The technical team that we have, technical director, or whatever they call that department.
Yes.
I don't even, if you tell those guys, okay, draw up, forget every other country, this UK way you like, draw up 10 diasporas. I think they will just write Tosin. I don't even think they've heard of Timmy Regbunam. I don't even think they know of Leslie Ugochukwu. I don't even think they know those people. They will just only tell you Tosin because he came to Arise TV, he came to Nigeria and did something. That's all. Very, very nonchalant guys.
So for me, I just think that because they have been crying for help now, I just hope that the international world support him and give him the too, because he mentioned the same problem he mentioned, and I'm happy that one of them is I don't, people don't like one of them should be around the team very soon, So that he has been working on, the person will be, will be around the team, in few
days. Yeah.
Just to feel exactly how the boy looks like, in that place. So he has been working on the ground to get those things. So and he has using players that are in the same club with another player he wants to talk to the players. So doing the best thing. Then I too wrote letter for Iwobi. He told Iwobi to tell Philip Billy when Everton played against Bournemouth that Philip Billy should come and play for Nigeria.
She should come and play for Nigeria.
So our coach should not be the one to be doing that.
Yeah, a coach should not be the one. A coach should just be doing what Senegal people do. When the people have talked to him and he has agreed, then you can come with him, have a jersey with him, and do photo ops. That's what they should really do. Maybe the coach can just have a call once, say, hey, man, this is the project. I know you've been talking to our guys, our forerunners. This is the project. This is what I'm saying. These are other people we are trying to get. Come on and join this bandwagon. That's what he should be doing. He should not be constantly, are you coming? Will you play for us? Oh, please, I beg. With their ground, they beg you, they make you come play. No, he should not be the one doing that. Yeah.
This guy that plays for Bayern Munich currently now, the boy that
Musiala.
No, the other one.
Is it the winger? Yeah, the winger one.
The boy was really considering playing for Nigeria. He told his friend.
Is he no longer considering?
No, because he played for France, now the full international for France.
Oh.
Saying that when probably he was
Olise, okay.
When he was in a live stream, like this live stream, somebody asked him a question that time, say, are you going to play for Nigeria? He just left the live stream, But it's just like, you're not just serious. But so are you impressed with Shell and going forward? Do you think that you should rest Victor Osimhen before I let you go for Kinda? Should I rest Victor Osimhen?
No, so I would say rest Victor Osimhen. I really want to see how Dessers and Akor will pair. Not Onuachu. Onuachu is a time-wasting attacker. I want them to bench Osimhen, but Lookman should start. Osimhen should come in. Like, Ndidi should not start. If Ndidi starts, he should not finish. He should not even come out for second half. Either we start with our strongest squad, but we must either start with the strongest squad or finish with the strongest squad against Uganda. One of them must happen.
Yeah.
Like we shouldn't even make more than Uzoho should come in. If Uzoho comes in, we shouldn't make more than 3 outfield players. And that 3 in defense, everybody should still stay there apart from Alebios who coming in for Bright. In the middle, I would have preferred Ndidi, Iwobi, and another option to Onyeka to see Nadi or Akinsemiro to see how the third option pairs with them. Then in attack, I would drop either I start Osimhen, Lookman, and Dessers, or I start Akor, Dessers, and Lookman. But whatever happens, Lookman has to start that day. Lookman is the key in how we play. Forget Osimhen and all this. Lookman is the key in how we play. Yeah.
Thank you for your time. Thank you.
Sure. No worries. Have a good one.
Yeah. So let me just address these things. So somebody said, even Amgachi was saying that we will not see. People don't like the country. What he was saying in that video on that that commentary section, he was just embarrassing himself because he was talking from the place of ignorance that he was upset. He doesn't want things to work because he believes that if things work, we will not be able to question this NFF. That's what they don't want it. They don't want it. So in fact, the media, everybody's against it, don't want it. But to tell you how funny this case is, they know that they're in trouble already. So when I was saying
self-sabotage.
Let me go. So if you in this case, because I don't like to come here and just come and say nonsense. So Frank, I'm going to bring you on Frank. So Seal, I can't hear you, Seal. So I read the case of Enano Isue. that just makes me like think differently about all this whole matter. Despite him holding the passport, FIFA asked him that how did he get that passport?
Yes.
What did the constitution of your country say? Because you don't seem to have the right to own this passport. That was the question. So the Minister of Justice was the one that sent the constitution of Equatorial Guinea to FIFA, that because the mother is Equatorial Guinea, this boy can get a passport. That is it. So FIFA also obeys the constitution. In the case of Malaysia, because people are just saying that the guys, they asked Malaysia that what did the constitution say about obtaining passports? And why did you grant this passport? Did you say, because you have passport now, come and play? No. How did you get the passport? And the reason why FIFA is making this rule is because of nationality shopping. Some people like Tunisia, if you remember, they went to go and get Brazilians. Remember? Clayton and Dos Santos. So they don't want nationality shopping. You know, where you will be chopping for people. Okay, for example, now, because we don't have player again, we're gonna be getting some Spanish going to play for Nigeria.
You know, South Africa was shopping before our game.
Yeah, they
was the Brazilian.
Yes. Who? Yeah.
Yeah. So, South Africa was shopping.
Yeah. Yes. So during the 2010 World Cup, remember when they have Alberto Pereira as a coach, they were looking for even before our game, they wanted to get a Brazilian to play for them.
Before our game.
Yes. So the issue they are talking about is to avoid it, because if they don't avoid it, it's going to take the integrity of the game. Go put it down. So that is not the issue. So that is what we are debating here. And I know that I'm ready that Congo will go to CAS. Yes.
The law is the law.
They know that they might not favor them, so they want to go to CAS. They are ready to go to CAS, even if it's Nigeria too. That on the other hand, too, Nigeria is going to go to CAS because it's going to end up in CAS. But I also will say that. So I prefer people that don't know anything about this case to just keep quiet.
Are you noticing that the 1994 set?
Oh my days!
The group of them are sabotaging the welfare of this country significantly. This has been exposing the M word that was going on that completely ended that golden generation. Why did Westerhoff resign? Abruptly after the game against Italy.
Look at this person now, because you put special there, but we are there to come around. I will not highlight it. This person said that John Andre X this thing said that he saw some Brazilians playing for UAE. There's a law in UAE that says that if you are stayed 5 years in that country, you can get a passport. So that is the law of UAE. Just like the way Diego Costa played for, was it Spain?
Spain, yeah.
Diego Costa played for Spain and things like that. There's a law about that. So national law is into consideration. What happened to Malaysia was because those guys that they went to go and bring had no ties at all. They have not stayed in Malaysia. In fact, I was even that they issue temporary passport to some of them. That if you leave also, we are not having my passport again. So like it was becoming like a scam. So, but I know that. So let me just hear from Sil quickly, because I know that they are probably at work, has it? Yeah, you are muted.
So I was at work, so
I let me just hear from you quick, so I go back to work. Yeah, I know that you're at work. Yeah.
So a few things. 2 things can be true. Eric Schell, he's a good coach, great coach. I know we said this yesterday.
Yeah.
I predicted 3-1, and I said it was on the basis that I said we have Stanley Mwabali in the post.
Yeah.
So I said there's no way we will not concede a goal against Tunisia. Unfortunately, we conceded 2. The penalty, though, was not a penalty. There's no way.
There wasn't.
Where you can reasonably argue that there was a penalty. Anyways, let's talk about the substitutions made. And this is where I have a problem with Eric Shell, and we said it yesterday. He takes some unnecessary risks. If you are losing control over the game, the logical step is to establish control and not to relinquish it. And so what he by essentially introducing Ejuke and taking off Akko, who was holding up play. I feel like Akko and Paul Onuachu are basically the only strikers that can hold up play. Osimhen has problems with his hold up play.
Osimhen cannot hold up play.
So when you take off players like that, and then I've forgotten who else he took off. He took off Akko and who else? Can someone remind me?
Andonyeka.
My goodness. And we said it yesterday that there's no way he can. I'm glad he listened, or he thought about it himself, that you have to play a proper two-man midfield against Tunisia to win. If you play that 4-4-2. And again, he's doing this thing where he's playing Ademola Lookman and Moses Simon together. It's not going to work. It will not. That's what was happening at the time. He realized that and he subbed off Ademola Lookman. Now, basically what I'm saying is this could have been what he could have done. Here, Onyeka had a knock, unfortunately. Then you bring on the other guy, Akinson, what's his name?
Akinsamiro.
I feel like Nadi, there's a way he runs, but he can be prone to penalties. He can cause, so there's a way he runs, but he's able to tackle and everything. But maybe in high-stake games, you don't want to risk it. But then you bring on Akinson. This guy plays proper football. Bring him on to control and dictate play. Take off Osimhen. Bring on Onuachu to hold up the game, or at least if you're not going to take off, bring on Onuachu, because you're going to be lobbing the balls. At that point, you just sit back, absorb, and then you cross over. I think the introduction of Moses Simon was not bad. Moses Simon is essentially the only winger that we have that tracks back. We could Ejuke ran that, and when he was joking. I was
Jesus Christ.
I was looking at this guy, I was like, are you kidding me? I think he has kissed his what's it called? His chances at the AFCON goodbye after that display.
Jesus Christ.
I think he was just pulling back. But yeah, I also don't understand what the problem with Chukwueze is. I don't know what he's seeing in training that he's not happy with. I think that if you're also looking, those are the kind of players that you bring in when Tunisia is desperate, because they can cause havoc. He knows how to give those true passes and all that. So yes, two things can be true. Eric Shell is a good coach, but Eric Shell is Eric Shell's biggest problem.
Overthinking.
He overthinks. He did this. Forgotten when he introduced the game that he introduced Boniface that cost us that game.
Zimbabwe.
You were already winning.
Zimbabwe.
He did this with Mali when he was the Malian coach. That is, calm down, control the game. Your main priority should be controlling the game and seeing it.
I think this youthful exuberance is there. Yes.
I think,
youthful, this type of my idea is my idea. If you look at Pep Guardiola too, he likes to overthink the game. Times in Champions League too that a lot of Leon in one of the games that he overthink that game, Guardiola. So I think
Smith, could it be an anxiety?
No, I just say that when you are young, for example, now he learned his lesson against Lesotho in World Cup qualifier away from home. When Wabali made that mistake, straight away he went to 3-back. If that Zimbabwe game didn't happen, he would not do that.
That's true.
Because he's trying to get the reason why I think he did that job was like 2-0 up. I can't all these people, they'll be desperate. But when he was 3-2, he brought in and was there. Yeah, let's close shop. Finally.
Bro will never make that mistake.
Yeah, we never.
I think he saw it eventually. Oh, and another thing is, man, Bruno really impressed me.
I was impressed with the
He played really well.
If you notice, he wasn't overlapping like that. He was helping in mid. That allowed. This coach is good.
He played almost like a wing back, practically.
He's good. And Osimhen, how many chances? See, I'm a huge fan of Osimhen. But I think, and I'm glad that he has changed. He's not like shouting at the player as much as he did the last game. You can see that maybe, but he should calm. He will get the goals. He will get. Just calm down. Just calm down. So Bruno did well. Osayi Samuel along the line got tired, and then Anyways,
he overworked.
Sorry, he was overworked.
I have overworked.
Guys there. You know, glad Erichel could read it and he introduced Awazia to help with that. That was, but to sort of say our chances now, here's what I'm saying. No team with a bad defense wins any major trophy. The reason why is that you can have bad days where you're not able to score. And so you would have to rely on your defense to absorb the pressure. Now, Nigeria's problem. Nigeria can easily win this thing. But we have problems with our defense and our keeper. I would drop Nwabali at this point.
I will too, urgently.
I will try Uzoho against Uganda. See how.
At least Uzoho is trying to atone his mistakes, but this person does not care about what he is doing.
If we do not try Uzoho again, you know how we were saying yesterday, no, we should leave Sanusi, and then Bruno Emachi came and surprised us today. I think we can try Uzoho. The stakes are like we've already qualified. We've already qualified. Let's see if there's another.
Uzoho could be the goalkeeper that takes us to this championship and win it.
Let me just, we are asking bringing Uzoho. Do you know how Nigeria normally starts our middle play now?
That's what I was going to say. I
think that we don't clear the ball.
Not do the build up that, yes. So
Uzoho, his leg is like this. He'll be crossing center like this. See, you guys just won this appointment again with Uzoho.
Thank you, Smith. 100%.
I have 100% in his hand.
What do? We can't go and play. Let me tell you, there are some teams that will they'll just absorb pressure and finish us. Teams like if we meet DRC at this stage, they win us.
They win. Is that people absorb pressure. Let me tell you something. What I observe in this game is that our combination in front, sometimes when it will be, if you remember that game, you mentioned something, you have been watchable, that Bruno comes to the midfield.
Yes.
Iwobi will go to the left back. Iwobi will go and see the game, the picture of the game, because Iwobi understands the picture of the game more than anybody there. So Iwobi will pick the pre-pass to Lookman. The combination, there was a game that Lookman jumped over the ball to one person and they're already in the box. I like that. That was what Pasero did not work on when he was coach. So, even for team, I won't lie to you, I've not seen a team in this AFCON that can sustain the pressure against Nigeria. We're going to weigh them down.
But Smith, on a bad day, what happens? Look at this.
That is it.
Have you forgotten how many chances Osimhen missed?
Yes.
On a bad day, he doesn't score, and if he doesn't score, we end up maybe hitting the bar, and then we rely on our defense. But for me, the team with the strongest defense always. That's what helped Nigeria towards the final in that.
I think for this AFCON.
All right, so let me just hear from Sis. So fire thought from Sis. So what are you impressed with what happened today?
I'm super in fact, I'm proud that the coach he played 4-3-3, but different style.
different style. It was for me. I saw a 4-2-2-2.
You saw
at the beginning, yeah.
I saw 4-3, and then Lukman in the middle as the 10.
4-3. Okay, I say 4-3-1.
Lukman and
this I changed. So I mean, but it was changing. It was there are times where it was 4-2-2. So you can see Lukman right there. And then sometimes Lukman would lead the press.
Yes.
So I again, this is Nigeria's best formation, 4-3-3. That 4-4-2 cannot work. Cannot work.
But finally, because I have
what should we do? Another thing people are overlooking. People are blaming us. What's his name? Mwabali for that challenge, but they have forgotten that Ajayi lost his head. There was no need for Ajayi to come out like that, and that could have changed.
But Ajayi's foul was a yellow card. But the biggest question there is, if I was a referee, Mwabali should have been hitting the shower.
If I was a referee,
that was a red card. Nigeria escaped with Mwabali's behavior there.
If I was a referee in that game,
it was a red card.
Proceed to the end. He didn't. He shouldn't. That saved us actually by blowing the whistle at that time. It saved Nigeria. So and then that would have ultimately led to the sending off. But the point is, Ajayi was not under any pressure. There was no need for him to come out that way. And
this thing,
he died.
Thank you. See, okay.
I'm happy with the game.
I
hope we do not meet DRC now. I think we're still trying to discover ourselves. I would encourage Eric Shell to try midfielders because he's going to need it. I like how we press from the front so that the opposition is not able to come out and cover our defense. So I'll leave it at that.
Thank you. That's a very good submission too. That's why you're working. You watch the game well, though. Thank you. So I'm sorry for giving you guys waiting, but I think already actually we're trying to talk. But see, okay, let me hear from Frank first, so we'll wrap it up because we already have a lot of time. Frank, thank you for you waiting for a while.
Okay. Thank you once again. So first thing first, I would like to. I think yesterday when we spoke about the game, I made a statement that Chelsea should not be sacked, and regardless of what happens, whether we get to the final or we don't get to the final, because I know I was listening to an interview with the NFF president, and he said the target is the final, right? To build a team, sometimes
it's like the video. We have about 200 and something. Go to 300 watching the video. Only 42 likes. Come on, guys, like the video. Continue, Frank. You're just enjoying us. Like the video. Continue, Frank.
Yeah, so to build a team, right? Building a team, a solid team, takes time, and mostly when it comes to the national team, because when it comes to club football, the coaches, they have more time, with the players. But when it comes to, country-wise, they come in 5 days or 7 days, they go back. So a coach does not really have, so much time to be able to build his team. So for us seeing a coach like this, if Eric Chell started the World Cup, qualifiers, I'm 100% sure that would have qualified even 2 games to spare. He just came to fix what has already been messed up.
Broken.
And number 2, going to Nwabali. Nwabali has never been a good, goalkeeper. Nwabali has never been a good goalkeeper, but he's a better option based on what we have. Remember, before AFCON 2023, we were crying and looking for a goalkeeper before we saw Peseiro went. You can imagine a country as big as Nigeria, filled with talent. We had to go to South Africa to get a goalkeeper. That's to tell you that the goalkeeping department was of particular concern, according to Donald Trump. Our goalkeeping unit was of particular concern. A lot of us crying Uzoho. Do you know what Uzoho did to us? Uzo can. A lot of us are saying want to see Uzo. It's better you leave Stanley Nwabali there. Just leave him there. Uzo is worse. I can go back to 2019 AFCON. I can go back to even the World Cup in 2018 in Russia. Uzo cannot, as tall as he is, he can't dive. Uzo is only good with maybe corner kick. He's tall, he cannot dive. So let's leave Stanley Wambali there. Stanley, has never been a good keeper, but it's just that during the AFCON 2023, he brought this confidence to the team in 2023. He brought this, confidence to the team, and for that foul he did, to me, it's not a red card because the referee has already blown, right? So I believe if the referee has not blown, I don't think he would have maybe rushed out that way. And kudos to Bruno. Bruno was.
Is that an unsportsman like behavior?
For me, I was blaming the Tunisian player. Why would the referee has blown and you are still taking the ball?
But aside from that, but when you put a stud on a player, that is a violent act.
I don't think he raised his leg up. I don't think it happens. We see this week in, week out. For me, if I was the player, the referee has blown the whistle. He ran with the ball. Why should you run with the ball? That was why the referee didn't give Inouye a card, because he has already blown the whistle. Sometimes, even when the referee has blown the whistle and the player carries the ball going, the referee gives the player who is taking the ball a yellow card. The referee has blown the whistle. Stop. So anything that happens after the referee has blown the whistle, there's no need for cards. So that was not even a red card. Kudos to Bruno. Bruno did. I think this is the best game I've ever seen. Bruno played for Nigeria. And somebody called in yesterday and spoke about utilizing the opportunity when it's given to you. For the game he played today, I think he has benched Zaidu in this competition. I don't think Zaidu will ever come back to play in that left back again, because
what if Zaidu comes back in the third game and play the world-class game?
Never. You don't know, Chen.
Zaidu does not the ability of Onyemaechi to hold the ball. He was already almost playing like a midfielder and a wing back.
Yeah,
Zaidu does not have that ability.
Yes, and Bruno has the energy. There was one marking he did towards the end of the game. If that guy had beat him, it was a problem. If it was Zaidu, it's finished.
Yeah. So sorry, somebody said that. Sorry, Franco. I thought, when I said that, my very good friend Nigel said that this team seems like a walk-off final. Every sport page. See, I'm seeing news media from Cameroon. You know that song said that Osimhen and Lookman is not world class. News media from Cameroon, they now posted Osimhen and Lookman say certified world-class players. Just to
if
yeah, sorry, continue, Frank. Sorry for
leave song. Song is just
something else.
Song is just biased. There are some things you see out there. You don't even pay. You don't pay attention. When I saw that thing, I didn't even pay attention to it. So kudos to Bruno, and I really liked the way the game came to an end. I know a lot of people will say why the pressure to win this kind of competition. I wanted to see us soak in pressure. I wanted to see how well can this team soak in pressure. How well can they? Because trust me, as the competition goes, time will come where you have to soak in that pressure. And this is where I miss Benjamin. It's such a game like this. That's why I miss, Frederick. So I really wanted to see this thing. When it was 3-2.
I know.
Yes, exactly. When they scored that 3-2, I was like, okay, now guys, I want to see how, if you guys can win this game 3-2 or 4-2, then it means let's not write down Tunisia. Tunisia is a good team. Even a lot of us, Tunisia is one of the favorites in this competition.
I agree with you. They are very, very organized, but the attacking force that they were exposed to today is the best in the tournament.
Yeah, and so you guys don't want Smith to sleep well tonight with Uzo's suggestions. Smith, they see Uzo nightmare for them. See, let me tell you something. Uzo, I was doing work meeting like this. Nigeria was playing Ghana on a second computer. That day,
my brother,
I can never forget that day. See,
I can't
forget that day. So I'm happy that you guys actually what let me see comments quickly. Say Wobi don't evolve a bad man as a bad man quarterback. So for me, I really impressed with you, Wobi. Sorry. Then also your quick thoughts, because I have to wrap it up now. Time is already fast spent.
I think we're in a journey of discovery.
Yeah.
Every game is a big lesson. A lot of teams are trying to figure this team out, and it's going to be tricky to figure them out because this is a team trying to figure themselves out as they go. Next game is very important to find out the ability of Alibiosu, because if that guy happens to be the solution in that right back, we will use him. When it comes to our upfront, for next game, rest Osimhen completely. He should not play any part in the game against Uganda, because any yellow card to him, he misses the next game. Am I right?
Yeah.
So I think we should be extremely careful with how we go about next game. We cannot afford to go further in this championship without Osimhen and Lukman. Because those two, I think Chukwueze will end up being a crucial joker for this team. Anybody that thinks Chukwueze is done is dreaming, because Chukwueze, I wouldn't be surprised playing from this championship from the left. I wouldn't mind that Lukman being the roaming number 10 and Chukwueze attacking from the left next to Osimhen. Because what is unfolding before us is the ability of Lukman being given the opportunity to play, roam around, and be the catalyst of the team. That is a very good thing happening for Nigerian team.
Yeah.
And kudos to Ndidi. Ndidi really played well today.
Yeah.
He played really well, but he needs a supporting, midfielder. Somebody in the mold of Ogenyi Onazi will very much protect Ndidi.
Yes.
Very well. And I think next game would enable Eric Chelt to really find out who that person is. My gut tells me that it's Ebenezer Akinsemiro, because his ability, I've not seen that in a Super Ego for a while. He is a player that can stand his ground and defend, has ability to tread long passes, just like Iwobi can tread passes. Akinsemiro has that ability. And that is something you need. If you have a solid midfield in this championship that is disciplined, you will go far.
Yeah, I agree with you. So, then also, always enjoy your conversation. Thank you, then also. I've been sending messages about this team. I know that
I know.
I just want everything to come out well for this team, You are very passionate about this team too. Thank you for your time. Guys, that is for today. I promised 1 hour, but I did 2 hours. At least it's not bad. It's not 3 hours, it's not 4 hours. It's not bad. So I want to appreciate everybody for your patience and also for joining me today. Thank you, Ifeanyi Chukwu, for your super chat. Thank you. I sure really appreciate you. So, guys, that's that for today. That's the review of the Nigerian versus Tunisia game. I was meant to do the tactical review. I'm just tired because since we didn't qualify against Congo, probably when we're playing our playoff against maybe probably Jamaica, I will do the analysis. So thank you guys for your time. I will see you again for AFCON Day 7 tomorrow. Thank you. God bless you. God bless you. God bless Nigeria. And God bless Africa. Thank you. So let me just appreciate my super chat too. So for apologies, James Ugoji, Amo, thank you for super chat. Thank you, Wale MD. Thank you, Yare Osad. Thank you, Aida Mala. Thank you, James Ugoji. Thank you, Samuel Umba. Thank you, God's Love. It's God's Love. Are you in the UK? God's Love. Thank you, Sport Grinder. Thank you, Ifeanyi Chukwu and Ushetu. Thank you for your love. So, all right. I'll see you guys tomorrow. It's going to be like a recorded session tomorrow. Thank you. God bless you. God bless Nigeria. Thank you, Adiola. Thank you.
Dance football for the love of the game.